Last we left off, the party found themselves face to face with Clover Street's final test, a mechanized echo of the demon lord Baphomet. As the battle began, Qir took to the sky, hoping to get a better vantage point. Just as he spotted the sword from his dreams, the echo of Baphomet gored the feathered rogue and sent him plummeting to the ground. With one compatriot knocked unconscious, the echo of Baphomet terrified the party to their core. While Theo bombarded the beast with his magical talents, Drake unleashed the lightning in his veins, carving into Baphomet with each strike. Knowing the weaknesses of Daniel's constructs, Brondry and Jairus pummeled the Echo with force-empowered blows. While the battle raged, Gilgamesh took it upon himself to revitalize Qir, but sadly, Qir died while in his goblin friend's arms. As Gil said goodbye to his partner in crime, a scream echoed throughout the chamber as Theo fell to the horns of the Echo. Seeing no other way out of the carnage, Brondry chose to uncork his ultimate weapon, the rotten mayonnaise inside his bag of holding. The acidic properties of the month-old condiment and the slippery nature it left in its wake gave Gilgamesh the perfect opportunity to deliver the final blow, opting to stab the Echo in the crotch. With that, players, what would you like to do?
Oh god, I yelled, Theo, come help, I'm covered in mayonnaise and it smells awful. I need you to press to stage date, whatever it is you do. I need you to get it off me. Guys, where's Theo?
So, are we like shunted back into...
Here, I will...
dungeon?
Yes, I will put you guys back in the battle map just to give you like references of where you guys are positioned, but essentially the entire thing is just that white stone walls again.
So we're not like in the hallway on that other map. We're in a giant empty room.
Yes. The only thing that is still there is the echo of Baphomet, just kind of like oozing oil and sparking on the ground. Covered in mayonnaise.
Covered in mayonnaise.
Covered in mayonnaise.
Nothing is real except the mayonnaise.
And the construct.
and the construct.
And you guys are definitely real.
Are we?
Probably.
Right. So we're shunted back into this big white room.
Yep.
This thing is dying. I'm not looking great. I'm down to 4 HP. But I can see that there are members of our party who are worse off than I am. Unfortunately. So I look over, I see I saw Qir go down.
Yep.
I didn't see Theo, but I see Theo now. So after the beast, well, construct starts goes down, panting.
That's
right,
fair.
So I'm gonna look around. I see as soon as I see Theo is unmoving, unbreathing, I throw my stuff to the ground and I run over to him.
Okay. He is not moving. I cannot remember how he died, but it is a gruesome scene.
I got he chopped me with the axe. He didn't gore me, thankfully.
Gotcha.
Oh god, he's rent asunder.
Yeah, there's a giant section of Theo that is
there's more of him outside of him than inside.
In twain. He's cleaved in twain.
Oh.
Like there's 2 pieces of Theo right now.
He's still technically connected, but you know, it's kind of like nearly headless Nick. You know,
we're gonna call him nearly torso-less Theo.
There you go.
Fuck.
And
nearly severed Neo.
I can't handle this. This is way too much for me to handle emotionally. These 2 were my only friends. So I'm just gonna start bawling.
Brondry is standing right next to you.
I mean, Brondry and I fight all the time, and the other guy, I barely even know his name.
Drake.
No offense, Drake.
He's like, no,
you're just really quiet. Sometimes I forget you're there.
That's on purpose.
Oh.
Fair.
Right.
Fair.
I start to panic. I'm looking around. I'm like, oh fuck. Jairus, I need help right now, and I'm gonna command Jairus to come over to Theo and basically scoop him up because he can move faster than I can, and his move speed is almost double what mine is. So I'm gonna command Jairus to take Theo's body over to Daniel. Over to Daniel's because he's pretty close, right?
Ish.
I mean, we're in Menzo Baran's and
Not anymore.
oh,
You're still in that illusionary room.
has the
Gilgamesh
illusion
has no sense of object permanence.
The illusion is gone. I just put you guys on this map to give you like a reference of where you were.
No, I thought we had teleported.
No. It was just
a teleport trap. No,
it was just
I know, but Gilgamesh thinks that it was a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brondry, Jairus does pick him up and lift him out of the room, but he stops where that wall of force was in the hallway.
So I'm following him. I'm running behind him. I've got tears in my eyes. I am super distraught. When we get to the other side of that wall, is there anything around that I could see that would deactivate it?
The only thing that you haven't checked is there's a door right here.
Right. Where?
Right here. Oh, you guys aren't on that map yet. I thought I moved
it.
it. I'm sorry.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right
just
there.
Right there.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. This door.
All right. I'm gonna just kick that shit in.
Kick it open.
Okay.
Wait, who's got Qir?
I'll get Qir.
Drake, you want to help me with him? I can get his legs.
He's pretty light. Yep.
Is he?
Pretty light.
He's pretty
He
huge.
does have hollow bones.
Yeah.
The only thing that you guys see in that room is a treasure chest. This weird amorphous gray blob right next to it. And then a tiny gray stone in the middle of the corner. This room also smells like it smells like rotten flesh.
I cast detect magic.
The chest is magical, and the rock in the corner is also magical.
Oh wait,
Egg, huh?
No, he said the A, like it's a rock.
Yeah, the A rock.
Ah.
The AA rock.
that's Dwayne.
Instead of
The Rock
that B
Johnson.
rock.
If you smell rotten
who's-
flesh,
Who's in the room?
Brony.
I'll be in the room.
Because I kicked the fucking door open.
Gotcha. Gilgamesh,
I'll protect the dead.
are either of you proficient in nature?
I
Maybe.
believe
I have a +1.
I perhaps might be, maybe? I am! Oh, right, yes, I took proficiency in nature to identify rocks and minerals.
Okay, roll me a nature check real quick.
I'm gonna do a little... Instead of tapping on my head for guidance, I just kind of, like, flex my arms and clench them really hard because I'm, like, just so fucking stressed. I'm like, come on! Okay. That is a nature check.
Yep.
That's 23 plus a d4. 25.
The gray blob seems to be the corpse of a mimic.
Oh.
Weird.
Speaking
And
of
the rock
explosions,
in the corner would probably be an egg.
mimic egg.
A mimic egg.
Let's take it.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
my
dead,
god.
Sorry.
Theo?
Let's.
It's what Theo would want.
It's what Theo would have wanted.
Gilgamesh,
You have
that grey blob there, I think that's a corpse of a mimic, which means that chest is probably a mimic, and that rock-looking thing in the corner, I think that might be a mimic egg.
Look, you get out of here because you look like you're about to die, and I'll poke the thing with a stick and see if it's a mimic.
All right.
The chest is not a mimic.
It's not a mimic, I don't think. It's
Oh,
magic.
Right, okay.
It's a magic chest.
Can you see if there's any traps on it? kind of on a time crunch here.
Let me see here. I've got this wand, and it has one charge left, so I'll use the last charge of my Wand of Secrets to see if the chest is a trap.
You use your Wand of Secrets. It sends out a little ball of light to the chest. It does not resonate with the chest. There are no traps.
It does not appear to be a trap.
Great! I kick it open.
There is a
I need to get this guy a
There's-
beer.
there is a spell scroll in the chest.
I'm gonna take it, open it, see what kind of spell scroll is it? Or I guess I would.
Disintegrate.
Huh?
Oh shit!
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate. That sounds like a good spell.
Would I know that this is
From
for you know
from the Arcana check you had at the beginning of the dungeon, you know that a disintegrate spell is the only way to bring down a wall of force.
Oh fucking righteous! And I just run right back out, and I'm like
Wait.
reading the spell as I'm running.
No, let's go
Yeah.
back the way we came. We
Whoa,
can keep
that's-
this scroll of disintegrate
Don't
Are you
run with
fucking
scrolls.
no?
and use
then
it
I
on an
just-
enemy.
I go fuck you, and I cast disintegrate on the
All right.
force wall.
Okay,
I'm gonna roll Brundry a joint because I really think he needs one, and I'm gonna say, dude, get your alchemy jug and pour yourself a beer. You need to
Gil,
calm down.
Are you going to grab the mimic egg?
Absolutely.
Okay, you have a mimic egg.
Baby mimic, baby mimic.
Anything else in here?
No, that was it.
How big is a mimic egg?
It looks like honestly, it's about like 2/3 the size of an ostrich egg. So I mean,
How big is an ostrich egg?
It's about the
It's
size
a
of
big
a
one.
fist.
they're pretty big.
So an ostrich egg would be about like that.
I can link you
Yeah.
a YouTube video in the Twitch chat.
So 2/3 would be about 2 fists. That's pretty big.
Arcana check for to see if you can cast this disintegration spell.
Does the force wall have a face?
It does. It's pretty cute.
I'm
Oh,
gonna blow it the fuck up. I don't give a shit. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with being angry and
Guidance. Yep.
Yep, guidance. Little like jolt of electricity from my fingertips to go like up my arms and shit. Arcana check. It's a good thing that I craft magic items. I'm gonna roll the D4 just for shits and gogglies. 27.
You open up this scroll, and if you had a front view of yourself, there's this little green ball of energy, and it just shoots out from the scroll as the scroll like burns in your hands. It hits the wall of force and instantly disintegrates it.
Beautiful. We're running. We are
Okay.
running. Well, we've got Theo with us, so I'm gonna put.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put
Um,
Theo right here. Why is he not going over Jairus? That doesn't make any sense.
He's really not taking this well, Drake.
no.
You guys are in part of the city that you are not really sure where you are. I need someone to make a survival check.
I've got
Rip.
I'm a natural explorer. My my domain is the Underdark, isn't it? Can I roll like a not getting lost in the city check, maybe? Just see
Sure.
if I know where I am. What would
Yeah.
that be?
Survival.
Okay, yeah, I'm
But
good
I think
at that.
I think you would be the best at that. Yeah.
17, 18.
While you guys were heading to Clover Street, Daniel was taking back alleys. He was doubling back, but you were able to like follow his trail basically, and you're able to get your way back to Troll Skull Alley. So it does take you guys probably the better part of an hour to get back, though.
Jairus is
Well,
really fast.
I'm trying to keep up with Brundry. I'm like panting. Brundry, why run? He's already dead. There's nothing we can do.
I am not even. I am running.
What do you hope to accomplish by running? Okay, fine. I just let him go.
Okay. Also, point of contention. You guys spent 8 hours in the dungeon, so it's the middle of the night.
We're just running with 2 dead bodies through the city, leaving a trail of blood behind us in the dead of night. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
I'm going to try to take to the rooftops and see if I can stay out of sight and keep an eye on Brundry and make sure that nothing happens.
Okay. Brundry, are you just heading through the city?
Yep.
Okay. About you're almost to Trollskull Alley, and then you are stopped by the City Watch because you are trailing blood through the snow. Sir. What do you do?
I keep on running. Like Jairus and I are headed directly towards Daniels.
Sir, you can't. Where'd you get that?
It's
you
my
get that
friend.
What if he's hurt? You need to take him to the temple district.
Religious.
You're in the opposite direction, sir.
I'm gonna roll a check.
Okay.
Probably, what would you say? Wisdom to like hear that out of my like enraged sort of distraught stupor.
Yeah, just a straight wisdom check would probably be best.
Okay, 18. So I'm like,
You're
okay.
you're calm enough of mind to like, hey, this is not where we need to be going right now.
All right, I will command Jairus then to head towards the religious district.
Okay. Do me a favor. I need a charisma persuasion check to try to convince this guard that you just didn't murder this person.
Why would I be carrying their corpse through the? Okay.
Yeah,
charisma, persuasion.
It's more than a little suspicious.
It's a little suspicious.
-1. Guidance,
Oh, God.
because why not?
Sure. You're probably gonna need it.
So he sees him just cast this spell on himself.
That'd be
Oh,
a
no.
solid 5.
If you don't mind, I'll accompany you to the temple district.
Then let's
just,
fucking go! And I start running.
Oh, okay. And then you like clanking down the street.
I'm starting
Jesus.
to amass a following.
Dwarf privilege, am I right? If that happened to a goblin,
Oh no, the goblin would have been arrested.
absolutely.
Yep.
I'm fucking
Yep.
pissed, and I'm still on the rooftops, and I'm like, motherfucker.
That's fair. Is there a particular temple that you go to, Brundry?
Whichever's closest, either the dwarf god, that's Morden,
Murden.
right?
Murden,
Murden, or Ayun.
yeah. They have both here. I guess from where you're going on Clover Street, it'd be Murden.
Okay, yeah, I'll go into the Temple of Murden then.
Okay.
Makes sense. You know, I'm a fucking dwarf.
Sure. You bang on the door. You wait a couple minutes. You don't hear
If I have to
anybody.
wait a couple minutes, I'm leaving and going to the next one.
Okay. You start to walk down the street or walk down the stairs, and then as you're about to go onto the street and turn to the next temple, the door on Murden's temple does open. Hello.
Oh, please, you've got to help me. Yes, my friend has been slain. I want to see him revived.
And you look. There in front of you is a female dragonborn. She has these kind of. She has these kind of dull, like in the dark, they're dull, kind of brassy scales, and she kind of ushers you in. It looks like she's like in her pajamas. Come in. I'll start the ritual. Do you have the material components to the ritual?
What do we need?
The material
I-
components are?
I'm Gilgamesh. I was here the whole time.
I assume everybody's here. Well, you need a diamond worth around 300 gold pieces. If you don't have that, we do have diamonds in the back that I can go grab. You just have to reimburse us for using our own materials.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay. Go put him. Right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Go put him on the altar as I go prepare.
Janice.
Beep boop. She goes back, and she calls out for someone called Nim to come help her. And you guys see this other figure kind of come out of the shadows from the corner and follow her.
Nim has a secret, and I want to know what it is.
Can I ask the priest something?
Yeah.
Do you
Before
have,
or after they
just like during?
Okay.
Do you have booze at this temple?
Uh
Can I buy this guy? Can I buy this guy a fucking drink?
Murden is the patron of the dwarves, so yes, we do have alcohol here, but
I'll pay.
but that's fine. We'll get it afterwards. She comes back with the diamond in her hand, and you can see that the figure following her is a Nimblewright, one of the mechanical constructs. Brundra, you're pretty familiar with it. It's one of the it's like the standard issue like swashbuckler edition, but it's like in Muradin's robes and shit. But
Buy your Nimblewright today, Swashbuckler Edition.
May I try to make an investigation check to try to just make a mental note of where they keep those diamonds
sure.
for later, just
Oh
in
my
case.
god.
Yeah, just make a perception check.
Yes. Perception. That's that'd be a 7 plus 4. That's 11.
Okay. All you notice the door that she goes into, but you can't see around the corner. You're not sure the intricacies and the layout of the temple behind, what you see right now.
Can I try to smell the diamonds?
No, the diamonds are scentless.
Zirconia.
So she goes up to the altar and like beckons you up. Who is here right now?
Me and Jairus.
Okay. Gilgamesh is here, and I assume Drake is here also.
Yeah, I'll be like near the door.
Okay. Did you bring Qir with you?
We also
Yes.
have this other
Yeah.
dead guy who's very important to us.
Well,
Brundry.
I do have another diamond if you would like.
Yeah, we
to
have 600
revive-
gold as far as I know.
Yeah, we do.
That's chump
do you want
change for us.
Are we reviving
No,
both
it's
of them?
Please,
Yes,
if you
yes,
don't mind.
please.
Okay. So, I will need your help during this ritual. You have to assist in the ritual somehow to beckon the soul back to aid the magic to revivify them.
So is it like a drum circle or?
Essentially, you guys will have to contribute. You're going to have to make some sort of check to help the ritual. I use Mercer's rules for resurrection. So Theo has not died before this. So the DC to resurrect him is a 10. You guys will contribute to the ritual. Whatever you contribute, you'll have to make a skill check. If you succeed on that skill check, it will lower the DC for his resurrection. At the end of the ritual, I will roll a d20. If I roll above the number of the DC, Theo will be resurrected. If Theo were alive, he could make a performance check to try to coax the soul back from the afterlife. Anything that you would think that would appeal to Theo to bring him back to life will work for this ritual.
Okay, I think I've got something.
Okay.
Whenever
Go
it's
for it.
time.
Oh, you guys
Oh.
can go whenever you're ready.
Oh,
The more people that contribute to the ritual, the easier it will be to bring him back.
I know Theo likes sleight of hand tricks, and I've been practicing. I've been practicing my craft bartending, but I'm going to try to turn it into like a juggling act.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out from my utility belt my cocktail mixer that I always carry with me at all times, because reasons. And I'm going to get whatever booze they have in this dwarf temple, and I'm going to be like Tom Cruise in that movie where I'm flipping the thing around and I'm doing like a cool, juggling act. And I'm going to make a really fruity cocktail that I know Theo would love.
Okay.
But mostly I'm just doing it for the performance.
Yeah, sure. For this, I would ask for a performance check.
Can I try a sleight of hand check with my bartender's tools?
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Rolling. Oh,
Oh.
okay. That's a natural.
Take a drink.
I have the inspiration from last time, so I'm going to use that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And that changes it to a 22.
Much
Much better. Much better. So you guys look, and Gilgamesh gets down in front of the altar and starts mixing this drink. You look at his hands; it's you can't even see all of the motions that he's doing.
And I'm like juggling shit.
Yeah, like throwing up your fucking flask and all the glasses and shit. And at the end, he has this beautifully made cocktail sitting on the altar.
It was like cheers.
That was a success, by the way.
I should hope so at 22.
Who's next?
Does anyone else have anything? Because I'm trying to think of something to contribute.
What's his name again?
Honestly, if you don't have to do something super special like that, you could just plead with Theo to come back. That would just be a straight charisma check.
Ooh, no. Knowing what I know and seeing what I've seen of Theo, I am going to use prestidigitation if I have it. Let me see. I don't know if I actually have prestidigitation. Okay, good. I have prestidigitation instead of mending, which is probably wrong, but I have it. So I'm going to use prestidigitation to create like a wreath of like twigs and like fall leaves, very like foresty.
Mm-hmm. Was there more to that?
No, not really.
Okay. You create this very autumnal floral arrangement, and you place it on Theo's chest. Make me an Arcana check.
That's what I was hoping for. Thank God. Can I use guidance on this one?
Yeah, it's a skill check.
Fuck yeah. I'm doing the guidance.
Okay.
So as I'm crafting this sort of like wreath with prestidigitation, like the little blue electricity things out of my little gloved finger caps here. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a 12.
You can see you've noticed that when Theo uses his spells, he's got this kind of burning foliage aesthetic to his spells, and you can see that the foliage that you have created has that same tint, but it's got your signature like blue fire going through all of the leaves and stuff. It's just smoldering on his chest. Drake, would you like to contribute at all?
I don't know. I don't want to make it worse.
I could have Jarrus contribute.
Oh yeah. Or yeah.
Okay. What would you like Jarrus to do?
I'm gonna command Jarrus to come up to Theo's body, and then that little compartment on his chest opens, and that little metal rose
Yes.
pops out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brunry will take it, snap it off,
Mm-hmm.
and then place it on Theo.
As you guys are doing this, the priest brings her spell to a crescendo, and you can see the chamber of the temple kind of light up with this, like the light of a forge, like that kind of very low red kind of glow coming through the windows as the resurrection spell takes hold. Theo,
Yes.
you wake up in the middle of that burning grove in that hellscape. You
Okay.
see across from you the oak where your patron is imprisoned.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
I go up to it and before she says anything, I get down on one knee
Mhm.
like a knight kneeling before his liege,
Mhm.
and I say, "I'm sorry, I failed you."
The wind kind of picks up and some of the leaves kind of fall off of the oak as you speak, and you can hear your patron's voice kind of very softly in your mind. You haven't failed, Theo. There's a seed of greatness inside you. You're the only one that can set me free from this prison. But you're going to fail if you keep trying to do things on your own. If your greatness is to blossom, you're going to need to plant your roots deep. Let them find love and compassion in those around you. You have so much potential, my little knight. But it's going to be wasted if you don't share yourself with others.
What is there of me to share? I'm, me. I'm not.
Your heart, for one.
I don't want to get hurt.
One of my favorite flowers is the rose. It's beautiful, but it can hurt as well. Sometimes to know real love, you have to open up yourself to being hurt. You have to take that risk. I know all too well what it is like to be betrayed. But I don't think that the ones around you will do that.
I'll try.
Especially that cute orc boy. And you can, you look through the glass and you can almost see Nick Nevin, smiling as she's sleeping. And as you guys are talking, there's always, every time that you're here in this hellscape, there's always this perpetual storm above you. Just like the entire sky is always, tumultuously storming. But the cloud parts, and you can see this column of light come down from the sky. Your friends are calling for you, Theo. It's up to you if you want to answer them.
I'll try. For you. And, I step into the light.
And the last thing that you hear from Nick Nevin is, "Be my knight in shining armor, Theo. Give my story a happy ending."
Oh, I love her.
And then you open your eyes. you feel fucking exhausted. Right now, you have 2 levels of exhaustion. But you are alive. You are covered in blood. You are laying on some stone altar that looks like an anvil. Brondry and everybody around you is just leaning over you, looking at you, expectantly, tears in their eyes.
There's a fucking wreath on you made of foliage burning in blue fire and a metal rose on you. Gilgamesh doing, like, whiskey tricks over here. Hey, look at me!
I lit an orange peel on fire.
He did. It was very impressive. There's also this strange dragonborn woman just standing there in, like, priest vestments.
Oh!
And then Drake's just kind of standing there as well.
He's like,
Off to the side with Qir in his arms.
Yeah.
Good.
Also,
As
anytime I
soon-
could put this bird down.
as soon as Theo wakes back up, Brunder's like, oh, thank Moradin! And he gives a big ol' hug to Theo.
Maybe not.
Fuck!
I mean, how's your torso?
It fucking hurts.
Is he back in
Yeah.
one piece?
As far as you can tell, yeah.
I also like the
Sup,
idea
Theo?
that Brondry didn't bother sweeping any of the floral arrangements off of Theo first, so this metal flower is being crushed between them.
Yeah.
You see like a poof of like dead leaves and fire come out of their chest.
Hey, could you prestitate whatever it is you do? Could you get all this mayonnaise off of me?
Oh yeah, you guys are still covered in mayonnaise.
I feel like I'm underdressed for this temple and I'm covered in mayonnaise.
Prestidigitation. Everybody's clean now.
So is it the bird's turn yet?
The dragonborn kind of pops up. Yes, we could resurrect your friend now if you would like. Your other friend.
Do you need help off the altar?
Please. Yeah.
Theo, it feels like you have the worst hangover, plus you were hit by a truck.
That's how I imagined it, so perfect.
Truck hangovers.
Truck hangovers.
Don't you hate those?
Truck
Oh, it's so
overs.
bad. So just so everyone knows, I believe Theo and Qir for the next 48 hours will have disadvantage on their attack rolls and their ability checks, I believe, because of the exhaustion.
Oof. Time
The
to
the
sleep for
specifics
2
will be on
days.
your character sheets, but that's pretty sure what those
Oh,
are.
Yeah, I
okay.
should probably.
Gotcha.
Drake lays Qir down on the table. Point of contention. Did anybody grab the sword out of Baphomet's back?
I was paying attention.
I didn't know
No.
there was a Thord.
God damn
I
it.
was really interested in the sword. I feel like if they got the bodies, I probably would have tried to get the sword
That's fair. We'll just go with that because
retroactively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Drake lays.
But more importantly, we have a mimic egg.
True.
Fucking mimic egg.
We can make a mimic egg omelet.
Mimic, baby,
You-
mimic.
you do not
And
eat
once
my
you
egg,
get
man.
me resurrected, I will happily sit on that mimic egg.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Good
Drake
old Mama
leads-
Qir.
Drake lays Qir on the altar.
I'm gonna see if his coin is on him.
It's pretty easy to find it. Qir, where do you keep it?
It's in my
Beak.
my coin purse,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the gold coin that's not double bitted axe shaped.
Yeah. Drake, you look in the coin purse. You see all of the dragons in there, and his coin is like legit a giant gold coin. It's pretty easy to find.
Okay. I feel like this will be important. I don't know what it is, but maybe it'll help.
Hang on. I'm gonna.
Because didn't he say he got this after he died last time?
I believe so, and it's a token from someone very important. So I think it might help.
What if it kills him?
Well, then it will have done the opposite of helping and being very important.
Fuck, what do we do?
I think it'll be okay.
Okay. If
After
he
all,
dies,
if you-
it's on your conscience.
If you try and you're wrong, it can't possibly get any worse.
What,
What?
Drake?
Who said
What
that?
do you, Drake? What do you do with the coin?
I don't really know what to do, so I like kind of gently put it on his forehead.
Okay.
It slides off
And
because
then-
my forehead is not the right shape for that.
You hear the coin go
And I
clink,
just-
clink on the floor.
Keep doing it, trying to find a spot to balance it.
Yeah.
Why don't you
The-
just put it on his chest there, Drake?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought I saw this once in a picture. Anyway,
Make me a persuasion check.
okay. 16.
Alright,
There you go.
alright.
You kind of awkwardly place it on his chest, and then as you look at him, you get this feeling like maybe I should put it in his hand. So you like take his hand and kind of cup it around the coin on his chest. That was a success.
Does Drake know it was a success?
He feels okay about it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away and go back towards the door.
Okay. Would anybody else like to contribute?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll contribute a big fatty. I roll a
I
blunt.
thought so.
I roll a blunt for Qir. I don't even know if he likes them. I like smoking them with him, and he was like, the only person that I felt like I could talk to, and he wouldn't judge me or tell anyone about it. So in a way, I guess he was my closest friend, and I just wanna persuade him. I'm not gonna tell you what to do in the great albatross afterlife. I'm sure you're flying over oceans and having a great time, but if you want to come back, that'll be all right with me.
Gilgamesh,
I guess
make
I'll-
me a persuasion check.
Really, really, really bad at these. 14.
Alright.
That's not bad.
It's not
Not
bad.
the worst. I've done worse.
You don't see any kind of physical manifestation to help with this ritual, but you do get this sense of like heartwarming comfort as you kind of pat him on the head. Come back, buddy. Brundry Theo.
Does the Dragonborn
I-
care that I'm just sparking up in the temple?
This is the Temple of Moradin, baby.
It's like a different kind of incense, man.
Yeah. Honestly, she's probably
man.
too invested in her ritual right now to notice that you just lit up a fatty in her temple. But we'll see.
I try to pass it to Brundry.
I'll
Brundry,
fucking take a
the
hit,
fatty.
baby.
Theo, what
Actually,
were you saying?
Wait, no.
What?
Yes. No, he'd take a hit.
Good.
Hesitantly, he takes a hit.
I didn't know you were down to party, Brundry.
And then he just fucking takes a big ol' hit.
I just say to Qir, like, come on. We fucking died to some clockwork monstrosity that Daniel built. And that's...
Ouch.
That's, I mean, it's not embarrassing, because that thing was fucking strong as hell, but, like, don't let Daniel get the satisfaction of having killed you indirectly.
Death by Daniel.
Death by Daniel.
Intimidation check?
Theo, roll me some sort of charisma check. You can be persuasion, intimidation, however you want to do it.
It's probably, no matter what, it'll be a +5, so,
You want me to
Okay.
roll it for you?
yeah.
Alright. Here we go.
Actually, I don't have a +5 in persuasion. That's bizarre.
That is a 12.
Ouch.
You have a good feeling about your intimidating Qir back to life. We'll see.
I was trying to
Brownsy,
be
would you-
motivating.
That's fair.
Spite-
Your own indignation is righteous.
Brownsy, would you like to contribute anything to the ritual?
Yes. After I'm done hitting the fatty with Gilgamesh,
Mhm.
I'll take out
Sure.
my jar of alchemy and pour a Hefkir Hardy. One for me, and then I'll set one on the altar next to Qir for when he
Okay.
wakes up.
As the ritual concludes. Okay.
Oh god, I did not like that.
No, it was so the Qir's original DC was 10 because technically he didn't die the first time. You guys lowered it by 3 each, so it was a 1. I rolled a 4 on the D20, so whew, okay. Qir, the last time that we were playing, you set flight in this kind of white void, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
As you are flying, the color of the space where you're in kind of subtly shifts to blue, and it's like in an instant you look out and it's just kind of this kind of lightish blue color, and then you blink and you are over the sea.
Oh, okay.
You
Qir
keep
will
flying.
Counter.
Yeah. Hmm?
You keep flying. Eventually, you see Waterdeep on the horizon.
Oh.
It's night when you get there. There's no light in the city. The city is just dead. But there is a tiny golden light in the distance in
Mhm.
one of the sections of the city.
Okay. I want to go to there.
You fly towards there. This is not a section of the city that you've been in yet, but from the general atmosphere of the area, you can assume that this is the city of the dead. This is where Waterdeep citizens intern their dead.
Oh, good. All right. So I am full fathom 5, ready to just dive into my own grave. That's what I'm expecting right now.
Okay. There's still that glow in the distance, and as you near it, you kind of land and kind of walk up. The source of the light is a small halfling woman.
Oh.
She herself is glowing with this kind of soft golden light. She's dressed in simple leathers. You can see this kind of like rustic kind of outfit underneath it with bright colors kind of checker patterned underneath. She's just standing over a grave.
And I guess I'll walk up next to her and also look in.
The grave is not open.
Oh, okay.
She's just standing like in front of a gravestone.
Okay. What's the name on the gravestone?
Sir Leon Mosswind.
Yes.
Sir Leon Passwind.
And I'm going to say, you set me a task, and I wasn't good enough. I wasn't what you needed me to be.
And she kind of looks up You can see that her skin is very sun-kissed, I guess would be like she travels a lot.
Yeah.
She kind of looks up with these like bright green eyes. Yeah, you did. Kind of fucked up, Bird Brain.
Yep.
Well, that's okay. And she kind of looks down at the tombstone too. Like, he fucked up a lot. Like, so many times.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
That's what luck does for you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's fucking not. Anybody guess that a god would cuss so much?
Yeah, I was about to say, this is my favorite god so far.
Welcome to Tamora, goddess of luck, commerce, and adventure, potty mouth extraordinaire.
God, I love it.
Of course, this is Qir's god.
I picked him to, well, I bet on him and his friends to save the world again. And he fucked up along the way, but in the end, he saved the entire planet from being sucked into the abyss, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What I picked for you is relatively local, but it still has the same implications.
Oh.
And I think you'll do just fine.
Thank you. I hope so.
If not, I'll find someone else.
I hope that.
And it'll be okay. I'm betting on you, Qir, and I think it's a winning bet.
You would know.
And with that, she kind of turns her head as this column of light comes through the sky. Your friends are calling. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But what kind of adventure is that?
Too short a one. And then I'll take off.
Okay.
I'll meet the light.
There
fly
you go.
into it.
You fly into this column of light, and suddenly your eyes open, and you have all of your party members just staring down at you. You have 2 levels of exhaustion, by the way.
Yeah.
Qir's resurrection was much more dramatic than Theo's, and Brunnery was not prepared for that loud gasp, and literally like jumps a little bit and spears some beer on his beard.
Qir, you apparently there was a beer next to you, but in your gasp, you kind of knocked it on the floor.
Oh no. Ah.
Drink it.
Drink it now.
Qir, welcome back, but that's a fucking party foul, and I'll take a drink.
Yeah, no. You're right.
I'll
What?
prestidigitate it and clean it up.
Okay.
Do I still have hold of my gold coin?
Yeah, you wake up with it in your hand.
Okay.
Face up.
Yes. And I am going to flip it,
Okay.
and I am going to catch it, and where it shows face up
Mhm.
is just a pair of wings, like conventional divine, not like albatross wings, but
Sure, but like,
conventional divine wings. Yeah.
okay.
And they are outspread and they are open.
Okay.
And I
Um,
put that back in my pouch.
okay. So for last session was a little heavy, so I forgot to mention this. But you guys are level 5 right now.
Oh,
Ta-da! So,
Um,
did anybody grab that sword in the back of Baphomet's back?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Can I Can I get that from you?
Yeah, man, it's like twice my size. Hey, I didn't get any loot from that dungeon.
Didn't you?
No,
I don't think so.
everybody else got something.
Even
Well,
I.
That was to equal out everybody because you got that cool ass rat shroud.
And what a ripoff.
We'll hit the shops. We'll buy you something pretty.
What did I get?
Drake, you got a.
Magic rapier.
Technically, you get a vicious weapon.
Oh, I see it. It's in my inventory.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would want a rapier, so you can have it like you can have a vicious scimitar, but that's up to you.
Yeah, that works.
So yeah, when you roll a natural 20 with that weapon, you get to deal bonus damage to it, and it's a +1 weapon.
Right.
Here,
Ooh.
what are those rolls for?
Oh, I'm rolling to recharge my Wand of Secrets.
Oh,
I
okay,
get all my charges back. I
Gotcha.
got three back. Because I'm assuming we're resting here at this temple.
Yeah.
I kick off my shoes and I find somewhere and I just fucking plop.
We do have rooms if you would like.
Please.
No? Oh, okay.
I would like to go back to our home.
How far is
Me
that, though?
too.
Qir, I added Fortune's Shard to
Ooh.
your inventory list.
Thank
Ooh.
You need to take an hour or so to attune to it, but
Yeah, that's fine. I'll absolutely be doing that.
um,
Oh,
would you like me to read the flavor text for stream, BP?
flavor text?
Yeah,
Oh,
flavor
Fortune
text for the
shard.
sword.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Please.
So this broken blade was once belonged to a champion of Lady Luck. Shattered on the back of a demon lord, what remains is less a shadow, but a remnant. Bandages and straps of leather now hold together the blade of Tamora's wrath. Although its power has diminished in turning back the abyssal hordes, it might still have one last adventure in store. Qir,
Which
you gain
Broderick
a
says to you after casting Identify.
of course.
Yes.
Here you gain a +1 bonus to attacks and damage rolls with this magic weapon. And while you have the sword on your person, you have a +1 to all saving throws.
Oh, damn.
That's- Excellent. Holy cow.
Also, it has luck. If the sword is on your person, you can call on its luck, no action required, to re-roll one attack, roll, ability check, or saving throw you dislike. You must use the second roll. Actually, no,
Okay.
that should not be on there. You can use either one. I'll change that later.
Okay.
You can use that feature once per day.
Nice.
That's cool.
And
Fuck.
since this blade is essentially fucking shattered, it used to be a long sword, but most of the blade is missing. So for you, this blade is essentially a dagger.
Okay, perfect. And I remember from my dream, Leon Mosswind
Mm-hmm.
said, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said, I hope you can see her restored.
Yes.
Okay, so then that I'm gonna start looking for bits.
Yeah, I won't tell you where they are. That would
Sure, I don't expect you to. If I had to guess, I'd say they're probably in place. Thing. Drow City. Enzo Baranzan.
That's maybe,
Perhaps.
perhaps.
So,
Do you guys go back to the Forge and Flagon?
yes.
How far? How
Yes.
far is the Forge and Flagon?
That's true.
It's let me go back to the map.
Can I buy us like a palanquin or something?
So you guys are in the North Ward, I believe. Like walking, it's going to take you maybe 30 minutes to get back.
Does anyone need carried?
Yeah, if Jairus carries me, I'll go. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay here.
I can't fly. There's no way I'm flying. I could probably stagger back under my own power.
So you guys make it back to Troll Skull Alley, and you take a long rest.
Okay.
When you get to the inn, Snarf is just snoring on the bar. The girls are sleeping at the some of the tables. It kind of looks like they passed out there. And Theo, I might have a subclass that you might want to look at.
Ooh.
The College of Glamour.
It is. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I will not tell you on stream.
Excellent.
Mostly because I don't want to. I don't want the other players to hear it.
Sure.
Mm.
So you guys take a long rest. It is a new day in Waterdeep. The sun rises. You guys are sore as shit. Some more than others. Because you were able to take a long rest, Theo and Qir, you only have 1 level of exhaustion now.
Okay.
The other
I
one.
know you guys told me I know you guys told me how to do this a while ago. Is that in hit point
Conditions.
management? Conditions. Yes, thank you.
So what would you guys like to do today?
Sleep.
Well, look at a giant painting in the sky of what seems to be Gilgamech's face smoking a blunt, which is kind of weird, but, you know...
Weird, I don't even know Skywrite. But if I
Right.
did, that's what I would make it do.
I did just learn Skywrite.
Could you do me a solid?
No. I've got work to do. I'm so sorry.
We're switching back to Troll Skull Alley.
Theo was very subdued today. Were we supposed to check in with Daniel to let him know that we passed the test or what the fuck ever?
Did we?
I
Not
read
yet.
it out.
You have not yet, no. I would assume you guys would need to.
Alright.
You were not told specifically, though.
Just bring the sword, Qir. I think he'll know what that means.
I will do this thing.
You need someone to go with you, buddy.
I think we should all go, shouldn't we? We were all invited to join the Harpers.
Are we meeting Daniel or are we meeting Foghorn Leghorn?
Mert.
To be honest with you, I'm expecting us to go into that building and then there'll be like no one there. And we'll come in and we'll be like, oh no, where is everybody? And then a big banner will fall from the ceiling. It'll be like, surprise, welcome to the Harpers. And all our friends will jump out.
I will leave if that happens.
I will not blame you.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with that Daniel. We should go see him.
You
I
guys
would
making your
also
way
like to go
to.
see Daniel.
You guys make your way over to DD and D&D. All the Daniels are out, even Prime. As you guys walk in, there is an unexpected figure in his shop, and it is Foghorn Leghorn, Mr. Mert.
Is it a banner? Oh, no.
It is
okay.
not a banner, no.
A banner unfurls that says, "Welcome to the Harpers." There's confetti, like Lonely Island's there.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Why is the only island?
Cue the dancing girls and the dancing cat boys.
And the dancing Daniels.
I expected bees.
Bees!
Bee people.
As you guys walk in, all of the Daniels kind of clap for you
Aw.
simultaneously.
Yeah, hey assholes.
What?
How's it going? Yeah, we're out 600 gold because your stupid test killed 2 of us.
Yeah, I cross my arms too.
They have some kind of insurance or something in this Harper's organization. Are we unionized? Can I talk to my union rep
Maybe
about tests that are murderous?
led with that.
Now, no, Mert kind of pops up. Now, when I told you guys about this test, I told you that it would have been dangerous.
I have a lawyer.
Now, do you now?
You want me to make a deception check?
Yes.
Well,
Now, I do apologize that some of your lives were lost in our test, but Gilgamesh, I know that you don't have a lawyer.
I got a 13. I
And
I am a lawyer.
So like he's fumbling here, and I pull out the card for our friendly local
DA.
yeah, defense or district attorney.
And I just grumble, I'd like to see Mert and I go toe to toe in bird law and see what happens.
Now, Mr. Gilgamesh, please calm yourself, sir. We will compensate for your resurrection costs. It is quite the experience to die. I've done it several times, honestly.
Is it just black? What's it like?
I assume it's different for
Weird.
everybody.
Yeah. I was here. So, not too much change.
I fortunately have never experienced it, at least not yet.
And the Daniel Prime kind of pops up. Yo, dudes, if it's any consolation, it was like the dungeon wasn't personal, you know.
On
Wasn't
the
meant to kill.
contrary,
Wasn't
I
meant to
think it
kill
was-
you specifically.
I think it was
I think
intensely personal.
that
Maybe not personal to kill us, but from one creator to another. You've got a penchant for flair, and I believe that place is very, very personal to you.
Daniel Prime's eyes kind of get a little dark, like not in the sense of like menacing, but like
1,000-yard stare.
yeah. You're right, Brundry. I built it to remember my friend and to keep his legacy safe. Since you guys are alive, I assume that you found it?
This Fortune's shard. Fortune's
Fortune shard, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I hold it out to him. Hilt first because I know how to handle a sword.
He doesn't take it. It's yours now, Qir.
Thank you.
I'm glad someone was able to get it. Just do him proud, okay?
I will do my damnedest. Him and Timora both.
And when you mention Timora, Daniel kind of opens up his vest jacket and pulls out a coin that's around his neck. She's the only. It's like without her, I wouldn't have made it out of the Underdark. So I mean, you picked a pretty cool deity, dude. She's kind of an asshole too. Met her once.
Just my type.
Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah?
Those constructs were very impressive.
Thanks.
I hated them.
I did too. Building them was not easy.
Well, I can tell you spared no fucking expense. I can tell that it's personal for you, but that construct made in the image of. Wait, would I know who that was?
Roll me a history check.
Got it. Oh, hey, it's +7 now. I don't know why it got
Ooh.
bigger. Oh, proficiency bonus went up.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus went up.
Yes.
Oh, hey,
Yes.
my proficiency
Yes,
bonus.
Queen.
Oh, 12.
You don't know any like details, but you do know. I mean, you've heard general details of Baphomet, like
Okay.
Demon Lord, king of beasts, I think. Minotaur dude, you know.
I know that it was the image of Bachman. I just don't know anything about him.
Yeah, you don't know any like specific details or anything, but
That construct made in the image of Baphomet, pretty sure. He killed 2 of my friends.
yeah. The real one killed 2 of mine.
Oof.
As I'm sure.
Is that worse or better?
I don't know.
I think that means we're weaker. I think that means we suck.
What happened, Daniel?
That's a long story, but years ago, someone did something incredibly stupid and brought the abyss into the Underdark. We went down to the largest portal in Menzo Baranzan and sealed it up.
The whole abyss in the Underdark.
Most of it, yeah.
Oh.
I was doing recon there. I met some amazing people trying to get out, and I lost most of them. Leon was my best friend. He killed Baphomet, and then I had to watch him die.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay. I'll see him eventually.
Yogomek in the corner, mixing himself a mixed beverage.
He's like, huh? What?
What are we talking about?
Who died?
Right, so...
Oh, he also mentioned, he points to his arm, and he said, he tells you that's where he lost it. Not specifically, but down there in the Underdark, he lost his arm.
While you're fighting back the abyss.
Well, kind of.
He told us that story already. He told Boundary that story already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was in the fungal area. Fought off a fungus monster. Got all this fungus shit in his face. Ate away his arm.
Putting all that fungus all over my body to control those things was a little weird. Do you take constructive criticism on your crafts?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I thought it was clever, if a little terrifying.
I'm not certain that's constructive criticism.
I mean, I was going for weird because if you ever talk to mushroom people, they're super weird too. Just imagine
Fucking valid.
you know how your consciousness stretched across the entire room, right?
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Yeah, just imagine being that way all the time, but then also having other people talk to you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
And did you experience that?
Yeah. It was nice though. It was cool. The mushroom people were pretty chill.
I'd assume that people on people who are mushroom people,
Yeah.
would be pretty fucking chill.
Except
on mushrooms.
Except for the ones who were corrupted by demon spores, demon fungus and demon mushrooms. Those people weren't chill. They were the ones who killed me.
Oh, demon shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'd want to trip on.
Nah, it'll mess you up real bad.
You guys are talking like some people that might want some mushrooms, maybe.
No, I swore off mushrooms after.
And
that.
I Gilgamesh, know a guy who can get you some.
No, Gilgamesh, just hook me up with your weed, man. That's all I need. That's fine.
All right. Well, that's kind of boring, but whatever you want, Daniel.
That's fine. Remember, canon. Gilgamesh is the drug dealer of Troll Skull Alley.
It's true.
Yes.
It's organic. I grow it up in the attic.
Yep. Mark kind of pops up. Well, I'll be in touch, y'all. If you ever need anything, let me know. Might have some jobs for you coming up.
Do they pay?
Oh, of course, obviously they pay.
Then I'm in.
Can you call it a job if it doesn't pay?
No, that's a hobby.
Yeah, that's a hobby, dear.
Yeah.
I can promise you that most of them will not get you killed.
That
Most of
also
it.
is a hobby.
When can we expect the reimbursement for the resurrection of our friends?
And he like rifles around in his pockets and pulls out his coin purse. How much was it?
It'd be 600.
15,000. Oh,
All right. No, please go ahead.
It was 300 apiece.
Well, then he rifles around and pulls out like 60 platinum pieces.
Oh.
I do believe that this will cover it.
Yep.
All right. Yep. I believe so. That's yeah.
Added that to the party funds.
Now, if y'all will excuse me, I've got to get back to Castle Waterdeep. Apparently, the Open Lord is having some trouble down in Elturel, and I've got to have a little conference call with her.
Good
Daniel,
luck with
goodbye.
Right. Have a good conference call.
Certainement.
Sending spell, blah blah blah.
Ascending conference.
Yeah, ascending conference. Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah.
You make mostly magic items of the fabric sort of variety, right? Mostly stuff like bag of holdings, jewelry, trinkets.
Mostly because that's what sells the best. You know, we're in the we're in the upper class district. So I mean, I make what sells. Why do you ask?
In light of recent events, I want to start delving into another craft of mine I haven't touched in a very long time. And it's something a little outside of the scope, I think, of the steam and steel. Do you happen to have any sort of mechanisms, sort of suitable to a tinker?
Yeah. I mean, that's all I work with.
Right. Okay. I might have to come by sometime. I'm gonna get some raw materials from Emmerich and Ovi, and I'll come back here, see if I can whip something up.
Anytime.
But for now, I think we are very tired. Don't know about you guys, the ones who fucking died.
I'm pretty tired.
Qir, how you holding up?
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted by a cat.
As one would. Where's my cat?
No,
Wait,
please
why
go
is that
on.
stray cat in the shop, man?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Don't worry, it's a druid.
That's
Don't
Butch.
get it
He's the neighborhood cat.
Oh, all right, that's cool.
Don't let it
I-
be the snake.
I must have a backstory for Butch.
Well, he's only got one eye because one of his eyes got taken out by when he was fighting a raccoon or something.
Yep.
He's got a scar. He's a tuxedo cat. He's a good boy.
He is.
He's,
I can
he's
tell already.
down to fight, but he's also down to snuggle. That's Butch.
I love him.
But yes, I'm weary.
So, when we all
Could-
say our goodbyes and leave,
Mm-hmm.
I go back to the bar.
Okay.
And I'm like, Gil, give me
Yeah.
some shots.
I pour around his
Yes.
shots with Flair. I want to roll a sleight of hand.
Go for it.
This is why I took expertise in sleight of hand, was so I could be Tom Cruise. 26.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
So
I
cool.
give him- I applaud him as he.
I also applaud. Right?
But it's-
That was impressive.
So this is like really, really high proof rum that I got from sailors down in the dock ward, and I light it on fire as I hand it out.
Oh, that reminds me, Kilkamek. Got something
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say, sliding through that mayonnaise and chopping Baphomet's balls in half, that was not only extremely impressive, but also hilarious.
I missed that?
You missed that, I'm sorry.
I stabbed Baphomet in the balls.
Fucking hell. Daniel, you bastard.
I think that was where his power was concentrated.
In his balls.
Damn.
Right.
And
I
that's where
think
my
so.
power is concentrated.
I'm gonna remember
Oh, boy.
Drake, when did you get so funny?
Oh. Was that funny?
Oh. Wait, what do you mean? That's where your power is
Never
concentrated.
mind. No.
Okay. Okay.
For another time.
Right. How many other times are we at now? 4 or 5?
What?
I
Yeah, like
feel
what other
it-
time is going to be better than this?
Right.
When 3 of us die.
Challenge accepted.
I'm gonna hold you to that. It's not an unreasonable number.
Next time, maybe it'll be me.
God,
Anyone
I
taking
hope not.
bets? I got 20 gold on Qir.
No, I'm not. Oh.
No offense, man. You just you're like a magnet for trouble.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Is that what we're doing? Are we making a Deadpool?
Can we make a Deadpool?
You can make a Deadpool.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm putting in. How much gold do I have? Let me. I have been keeping track. It's here somewhere. Oh, I have 47. I'm going to put 20 of it in the Deadpool.
Okay, hold on. Kara kind of comes up with this, like, she kind of lugs this giant blackboard up into the tavern, like, okay, boss, where I put this?
Anywhere, Kara.
She just kind of lugs it over, starts writing down the, like, Deadpool.
God.
She makes it halfway through dead, but then she realizes that she's writing in Elvish, and she's like, oh shit, and then she like rubs it out and then writes it back in common.
And I like nod as if I even realized that.
I feel like that's something
Yes,
we
of
shouldn't
course.
display in the living, like, common.
No, this is gonna be great.
dining area.
This is gonna be absolutely phenomenal because then we'll get other people like patrons in on it.
Yes.
Wait, should I take this back into the basement?
No. This is
Valid.
perfect.
Okay, so Qir
Subscribe
has
to my Patreon. Contribute to the Deadpool.
Qir has 20 gold, right?
Yeah, 20 gold on Qir to die next.
Okay, and then Kai kind of pops up. I've got 50 gold on Brondry.
That's a bad bet.
Have you seen how hearty I am? Look at
Yeah,
me.
he's
well,
really, he's
no,
really
but
dirty.
here's the thing about betting on Brondry is that you got to get through Yaskir or whatever his Iron Defender's name is
He's
first.
got a robot guy blocking for him.
I'll put my
Nah,
hand
I'm
firmly
s-
on his shoulder and go, Jedis. His name is Jedis.
Thank you. I'm gonna write that down. He says
David,
in
damn it.
character.
If he ever, don't get too attached, because if anything happens to him, the name will change.
That's part of why I'm having such an odd time with this.
So-
Snarf kind of yells back from the kitchen. I got 1 gold on Snarf.
He just stabs himself.
No!
Kara kind of like writes it down with a questioning eye to everybody. Like, should she put this down?
Why not?
It's Snarf 1 question mark.
He's betting on us that will revive him.
One.
Cooking is good, but is it that good?
No, listen. If he's the next one to die, then that bet needs to be 301. Just to cover the cost of reincarnation.
That's true.
Yeah, he's out 299. Another bad bet.
We can take it out of his pay, right?
We don't
Wait,
pay him.
I'm getting paid?
No, you're getting room and board. This is what we.
No, he's getting paid. I've been paying him this whole time.
Have
He
you?
gets paid
Yes.
and room and board?
Okay.
Have you really been?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a respectable establishment.
Thanks, boss. And he kind of like nuzzles you like a cat.
Thanks, boss.
But you guys are like the same height, aren't you? Kobolds are like 3 feet tall.
Snarf's like
We're-
2.5.
We're little
That's
buddies.
hilarious.
I lied actually when I said Qir was my best friend. I'm pretty sure it's Snarf, just on account of we're the same height.
Just
That's what
because of
that's
that
what best
sandwich.
friendship is, right?
Just
It's because
of
of
that
that sandwich.
Yep.
He does make fire sandwiches.
He does.
I'm not
Sometimes they're on
convinced
fire.
he's not a hypnotist. Like, I was his best friend right up until Snarf walked in the door. Something hypnosis-y is going on.
Sorry, man. The way to a goblin's heart is through his stomach. And when was the last time you ever cooked me anything?
That's fair.
You would not want to eat it. Speaking of, can I do another one of those rums? And I want to do it with a saltwater chaser.
Yeah, sure.
So while everybody else was discussing the Deadpool, I have left.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Theo this time.
Anybody? Any other takers for the Deadpool?
I'll put 10 on Qir.
Oh, 10. Oh, okay.
I got no money.
So how does this
I've got-
work? If somebody wins, do they get all the money in it, or
No, everyone who had their name gets a portion of the pot. You know how this goes. It's just like horse races.
So
Right,
if Kier's the next one to die, Gilgamesh and Drake will both get 15 gold pieces.
okay?
Oh wait, no.
Wait, what?
No, that won't work for Gear. You're gonna double your money. We'll go with that.
Okay.
I thought they would get all the money from the pool that everyone bet on everyone else.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do
I
that.
think that's how it would go.
That makes a lot of sense.
Kai kind of pops up. Bosses. I'm not sure who's in charge anymore.
It's a commune. We're all in charge.
Okay, so this guy came by, gave his name as
We don't want any.
no. Okay. His name was JB.
Oh,
Never Scott.
I know that guy. do you
never
want?
Scott.
Never Scott. He was asking about where you guys were. He had something to do. I'm not really sure. But he asked you a weird question. Is like what? Like he wanted to know what you guys wanted to be called, like as a group. I didn't know what to tell him. I told him to come back. He was weird.
Do you think the famous bard, Justice Biber, came by our establishment?
No, I think you're thinking of the famous baseball player Justice Bunn.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure it's Jarlaxle Bainray.
No, isn't it Justice Beaver?
Oh, Justice Beaver, right?
Oh,
No, Justice Beaver was a relief pitcher 15 years ago, I think, for the Baldur's Gate Space Hamsters.
but what the fuck is space?
What are hamsters?
I don't
They're
watch
in
sports.
space, and space is a thing that's full of hamsters. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I thought that was a weird question that he would ask, but
Yes, I'm gonna go with yes. Good intuition.
Do we have a name for our group besides owners and operators of the Forge and Flagon Tavern and Inn?
I thought we were Gilgamesh and the Brundries.
Zarovich the player would like to formally veto Urek's suggestion, the most moist boys unit, if for no other reason than I cannot say it.
MBU.
Kai,
The
Kai
moist
kind of
moist.
pops up. Kai pops up. You know, all of the good adventuring groups that come through the Yawning Portal, they all have really cool names.
That's hackneyed. Come on, we're above that, aren't we?
Moist mob.
Oh, I'm not.
Moist.
What's with
Moist.
the obsession with moist?
I do like moist mob actually.
I don't.
I
think
don't.
do.
I would. I'll put in my 2 weeks if you guys name yourself the Moist.
I just like the word
It's
moist.
a shame that none of the rest of y'all are sailors, and we could call ourselves Full Fathom 5.
Or the seasoned seaman.
Now, a very important question. What's it seasoned with?
I like mine with a little smoked paprika. But
Salt. I want you to know, Narcolepsy the player, that I've spilled water all down my front.
Oh, that's good.
Shit.
While we figure out what the name of the group is going to be, Theo, where are you going?
So I am gonna go to Jacob's house. I'm a little tipsy. Probably
Oh,
more than a
God.
little tipsy, because I don't drink very much, so my tolerance is like nothing.
Okay.
And if he is home, well, is he home?
Yes, he is home.
Okay, so knock on his door.
Oh,
He-
so I was following you, and as I see you like walking out the door to like leave, I go, "Oh, you okay?
Fine.
Fine. Do you need
Fine.
anyone to go with? Are
No,
you
I'm
rested? You want Jess to go with you?
No, I'll be fine.
Are you
I
sure?
I just want to be alone right now,
You
please.
need snacks?
I would like to be alone right now, please.
Are you hydrated?
I'm fine, Burnry.
All right. Okay. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right. Call me if you need anything.
I don't know how I would do that, but okay.
Just yell real loud out into the
Sure.
air, and I'm sure I'll hear it.
Oh,
Bro,
I
Brogy.
don't remember if I took the message cantrip or not. Oh well, I don't think so.
It's only 500 feet too.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
Hi, Theo. You see, it's still pretty early in the morning, and it looks like Jacob just woke up. Come in. Come in.
And I go in, and I take his face in my hands, and I go, Jacob, 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 Jacob. You are so cute. How much of that is an act?
The cute part, or I wasn't listening, really. What'd you say again?
I said you were cute, but how much of this meek persona that you put on is an act?
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage, because he's real flustered with you touching his face like that.
Oh, baby. It's a +5.
I think it's actually a 4. Hang on.
Our proficiency bonus just went up.
I know, I'm pretty sure it's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4 persuasion. Apparently I wasn't proficient in this persuasion, whatever.
4?
Yep.
Okay. It's a 22 and a not 22. So 22.
I get real nervous around people that I like. So not. Yeah.
I just don't understand you. You broke Tally's fucking nose. I know it was you.
And
then
he
you're
kind
like
of-
this.
No, keep going.
That's all I had to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't like well. I kind of like doing that, but not. I'm trying to be a better person, and I'm not sure how to do that. So that might be a little of the awkwardness. Yeah.
I step back and I cross my arms and I say, I feel like I don't know anything about you. I know a shit ton about guild politics. I know a lot about what you do. I don't know anything about you. What even is this? I feel like... I don't know. Are we
What do
just,
you
like-
mean?
Are we just, like, messing around? Or...
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. It seems like that, but if you would like, it could get more serious. I'd be okay with that.
I don't know. Because I don't know you.
Well,
But you
To
don't
be
know
honest-
me either.
that is fair. To be honest, we haven't like asked those kind of questions. You know.
Yeah. That's my fault. Because I was absolutely using you on our first date.
Oh. And he kind of like, you get like, usually Jacob has like, his posture is very straight and like he carries himself well. You can see him when you say that kind of like deflate a little.
I mean, obviously, I ended up actually liking you, or I would not have asked for a second date, or I
It's-
would not have agreed to go to the gala with you. But
What were you using me for exactly?
I was just trying to get information about, like, you know, Tally had suggested, like, oh, maybe you could get my tools back. And so I was, you know, trying to figure out that. But then we ended up, that was a no-go. So that whole, you know,
What tools were those exactly?
his carpenter's tools.
Oh. Okay.
He said he'd give us a discount, but
Did you get him back for him?
no.
Oh. Okay.
Should I, do I have to roll a deception check for that?
Yes.
I shouldn't have asked.
+5.
I think it's +6 now. No, it's +4. What the fuck? How am I not proficient in deception?
Oh,
Fucking
no!
Ooh. Is that with advantage still, or?
Not with that one, no.
Yep, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Is it affected by? Is it affected by exhaustion?
Actually, it would be, yes.
Oh, so
So that would be a
disadvantage.
disadvantage, yeah.
Oof.
Well,
Technically, the last roll would have been just a straight
Oh,
roll. but-
okay. All
Oh,
right.
sure.
cool.
Well, okay.
He kind of changes the subject after you say, yeah, no, we didn't do it. But he has this weird look on his face. What do you want, Theo?
I died. Jacob, I fucking died yesterday.
Are
Chopped in
you-
half by a fucking clockwork rendition of some fucking demon thing that Daniel built.
okay, here in the city?
Yeah,
Well, that sounds dangerous.
right. And I
We'll
just...
have to look into his shop.
Oh god, please don't. He'll kill me. Again.
Daniel killed you.
It was his clockwork monstrosity.
Why were you fighting a clockwork monstrosity?
It was some test. I don't even remember why. I'm having a hard time, Jacob. I'm not handling this well.
I can tell.
And she said that I should open up to you, so here I am, opening up.
Who is she?
A very important person to me. I cannot explain it better than that.
Okay. is it a weird like patron thing? Like you perform for them and they give you money, or like?
Sure.
Okay, I mean that's cool.
And I kind of just like lean my head on his chest. I'm like, I'm so fucking tired. I'm tired, and I don't know what I'm doing any of this for.
Being here in my house, or like in Waterdeep, or being beat
Following
up by
these-
giant constructs?
Well, yes, that one. Following these people around.
Why do you think you are?
I don't know.
And he like wraps his arm around you, but like awkwardly because he's not sure what the fuck's going on right now.
In you know, his defense, neither does Theo.
That's fair.
I don't know. At first, it was to get out of, you know, a jail sentence.
Uh-huh.
To get Brondry out of trouble, because I got Brondry in trouble. And then he got handed a fucking inn. And I was like, well, this is perfect. I can break away from... and here I say Jarlath, Captain Zord's influence. And get my own, like, performance space. And maybe I can grow as a musician instead of being somebody else's sideshow.
That sounds good.
And then, I don't know. They keep getting caught up in stuff, and I go along because why not? There's money involved usually. I'm sorry for dumping all of this on you. I just didn't. I don't want them to see me like this.
If it makes you feel better, you're cute when you open up like that. I was a pirate. Yeah.
I kind of had a feeling.
I killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
He kind of rubs his chest a little bit, where you saw that like handprint scarred into his torso. I came to Waterdeep to try to turn a new leaf, but I just keep getting pulled back into beating people up.
I mean, at least you're not killing people?
Sure.
Insight check.
I mean, I don't think I need to make an insight check. That was not very convincing, but
Yeah, no, he is lying, or you know. Guild business can get real dark.
I pat the side of his face. I've killed people too. It's fine.
Oh, that's
never before I came to Waterdeep.
Oh, well, this city is darker than you think. Listen, you probably shouldn't talk about helping out Tally like that. He can get in a lot of trouble, and I'm gonna have to be the one who gives him that trouble. You know?
Yeah. Sorry. Usually I'm a better liar than this.
Yeah, apparently.
But I'm, I died.
Yeah, you're not lying right now, right? About like liking me and stuff?
No.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't be here if I was.
That's fair.
Honestly, like, I like you enough that I don't care that you are seeing me at my second to absolute worst right now.
I hate to see the worst.
It's not pretty.
Yeah. You look really rough. Do you want to stay here today? I have the day off.
That would be nice.
Okay. Have to go get food. Uh, and stuff.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes,
I will
definitely.
try to pull myself together a little bit.
You don't have to if you're not feeling up for it.
It's fine. You
Oh.
you help. It
Okay.
helps.
Okay. So yeah, I won't mention trying to steal those tools back to Mr. Graves. He probably doesn't really care at all, but yeah, don't say that around
I
any guild.
won't.
There's a lot of rats in the guilds.
Yeah. I believe that. There's some weird stuff going on in Waterdeep. I think I'm getting pulled into the middle of it and I don't fucking like it.
We could leave. Maybe.
And I just like look at him and I'm like, Jacob, are you asking me to run away with you?
I think so. Mr. Graves is taking a back seat to guild politics. Kind of getting out the business for something bigger planned. I don't know what it is. But I could resign. We could go places with each other, or not. We could stay here, and I've been learning to cook.
That. Wow. That is the sweetest thing that anybody has ever said to me, I think.
The cooking part, or like the run away with me part?
The run away with me part.
Oh, okay. Honestly, it's probably not a good idea.
I think I need to see whatever this is that I'm getting dragged into through. I owe it to somebody.
That's the patron person, right?
Yeah.
Well, after that, we could leave. Maybe see where things go. He like instantly gets red, or this weird brown color because he's green.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry
Well,
for showing up like this.
It's okay. We'll relax today and get some food because you look like you haven't eaten in 24 hours.
That's probably about right. And I kiss him on the cheek.
Oh, it's cute. And then we'll fade to
Yes.
black. We'll let chat.
Perfect.
We'll let chat.
Yeah.
Reminisce on, or I guess think of what they're going to do later.
I was a little worried there. I thought that Prince Air was just gonna have to roll a new character. There we go. They're gone.
Yeah, I was a little scared too.
Sorry, that just like came out of nowhere, and I was like, I'll offer the way out.
Thank you.
Damn, that was so good.
Yeah, that was real cute.
Thanks.
That whole thing was
was
real
cute.
cute.
Thank you.
Prince Air, you get a D-Inspiration dice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I get on my character sheet?
Yes, it is a D8 that you can add to any roll.
Yay, thank you.
As you guys get up in levels, that D8 will increase, by the way.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Our DM has bardic inspiration.
Essentially, yeah.
Good.
DMic inspiration. So I would, Brundry would like to find Gilgamesh.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy to find him, honestly.
I was gonna
I
say
pop
we
out
haven't
from the
moved.
shadows right behind him, and I'm like, "Hey, I was here the whole time." What's up?
God, fucking, how do you do that?
I'm very, very sneaky.
I'm the
I'm
DM, and
very
I'm not even sure
not.
how he does it.
I get disadvantage on stealth checks.
I get plus 9 now, so
I don't know what we're saying, but anyway, so that you have a sort of contraption, that shoots nets.
yes,
Can I see it?
yes. Here,
Right, thank you.
it's a crossbow. You fitted a grappling hook mod for it.
Mhm.
If you don't, if you remember.
Yes.
I remember. So where'd you get something like this, or who made it for you?
Well, first it was just a net gun. I stole it when I was on a job with the Xanathar Thieves Guild. I don't really know who the original owner was. I think there was some kind of edgelord ranger type vigilante. We killed him, and I just kind of kept this because I liked it. It shoots nets at people. What's there not to like?
Right, okay.
Why?
Just wondering. It's a interesting contraption. So just want to look it over. Back in the day, I used to make sort of stuff like that. Stuff a little more lethal, but
I do like lethality.
right. I might have some surprises for you later then.
Hey, bring on the contraptions. I was curious, actually, if you could silver weapons. I've got all these daggers, and only one of them is good against, monsters and shit. I could probably use a second one because I like to come at them with 2 daggers. It throws me off when I can only use one.
Oh no, silver and weapons like elementary blacksmith. I could do that in a fortnight.
Well, I pull out a dagger from my boot, and I'm like, hey, can you make it this one?
Any reason why this one specifically?
It's my lucky boot dagger.
It's my boot dagger.
It's your boot dagger. I kind of smell it.
It's the one I've
smells
killed
like-
the most people with.
Oh,
I
Smells
think.
like goblin.
and
Is it the one that you slashed through Baphomet's balls?
No, that's my +1 dagger that I stole from Mert.
Ah,
It's Mert's dagger.
no, that's my ball slashing dagger. This is my boot dagger.
I'll remember that
Ooh,
for next.
I was actually thinking, maybe like a dagger that you could put on the bottom of your boot, activated by a contraption that you push like with your pinky toe, that'll make the dagger come out of the boot, and then I could kick somebody with it, like that.
That's
Kick.
oh, right.
I've always wanted one of those.
That's pretty easy to do, but I'm worried what the activation mechanism would be, so you don't just you're walking down the street and you, oh yeah,
I'm very careful about how I step.
okay. Well, I mean, you've got a specific. I don't even.
Like I just click my heels 3 times, and then daggers fly out of me. That's the idea.
I don't know if I could turn you into a frag grenade of knives, but I could.
Hey, if you could.
You probably wouldn't be able to be alive afterwards, but that could be accomplished with a couple loose daggers and some gunpowder.
But what about like a dagger that I could have on the inside of my forearm, and then I could just pull it out and assassinate people with it, but it would be like a spring trap, and then it could retract back in.
We'll come back to this. Thank you for everything.
By the way, Brundry, I'm just curious. When Theo and Qir died, you seemed to be a lot more distraught about Theo's death. I didn't really seem to care much at all that Qir had died, and I was just curious about that.
Well,
curious.
I had figured other people would get Qir,
Yeah.
It's not that I don't care about Qir. I've just known Theo for longer. We've both been part of the circus.
Whatever. I understand. I was just busting your balls. You want to do it, Jay?
Actually, I'd like that a lot. Actually, so I can't stay for really long. I gotta go talk to Daniel. I've got some stuff I need to work on.
I understand. Just smoke and run. Smoke all my weed and then just leave.
I'll just take a puff and pass it, you little fucker. Just give it here.
I pass him a doobie. I give him greens on it.
Okay.
Big old puff. I'll give it back.
Drake, what are you doing?
Just kind of staying home, I guess.
Okay. Nothing you want to take care of? Anything?
Well, I
You
want to
gotta
go to
take
the
care of
harbor at some,
himself.
or the port at some point.
Okay. By yourself?
Qir is in no shape to go with him.
Yeah, I mean, just to check in to see like how that situation's going.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can do that. You head down to the docks.
I try to find the person I bargained with.
Make me a perception check for me.
Ooh,
Oh
natural
shit!
20.
All right.
Ooh.
Nice. Drink.
So you don't. How long has it been since you've been down here? Do you remember?
It was probably I don't know.
Probably at least. It was probably at least like a 10-day.
Okay.
Probably. At this point, the weather is getting bad enough that the harbor is starting to freeze over. So there's not many ships coming in and out. But with a natural 20, you're just kind of like, man, I can't. You're just like looking out across the harbor. You can't see, anybody coming in to bring in supplies or anything. But you do see the shadow kind of slinking its way underneath the ice that's forming in the harbor. And it just swims out to sea.
Sorry, what was it?
It was a very large shadow underneath
Okay.
the ice. You wait a couple minutes, and then you see it swim back, and then dive into the harbor.
I go after it.
Oh, you
No,
just jump
I'm
in?
just kidding.
Like, okay.
I'm gonna make a note of that.
From what you could see of the shadow, it was very serpentine.
Serpentine.
But it had these weird, like, very large, like, they looked like fins on the side, but they were incredibly large. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The quote fins were like almost as long as the entire shadow itself.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's all you see.
Okay, I'll head back. It's not really much for me to do by myself.
Unless you want to dive under that ice.
Do it. No balls.
Hey, that's where my strength comes from. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm gonna get closer and just kind of investigate. Not really see much, but
Okay.
I don't know. See what I can ascertain.
Roll me one investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I believe you have advantage on these, don't you?
I do.
Ooh, good.
We'll go with the 21.
You go with 21. You can't really get a good vantage point from where you saw the shadow kind of dive down into the deeper water. So you kind of hop down onto the ice. You're just kind of looking, kind of put your ear down to the ice, and a couple seconds later, you hear this weird kind of echoing sound come from underneath the ice. The only thing that you can kind of compare it to would be like a thunderclap.
Does it break the ice?
No, it seems to be far away enough that you just hear this like from underneath the ice. You do feel the ice like kind of vibrate with the sound, but it doesn't seem to break.
Okay. I'll probably start heading back because I don't want to risk it anymore. But I'll probably tell everybody about that.
Okay. Kier, what you doing?
So, the idea of the Deadpool has got me thinking.
Oh,
And-
God. Okay.
And I want to go to a notary somewhere in Waterdeep.
Okay.
And I want to draw up the framework for a tontine, just to make sure that all of everyone's expenses are covered in the event of our party's demise. But I don't know where to go for that. I guess the first place would be like the guild halls. If for no other reason than just to check and see like how Guild HQ is doing after the subterranean incursion.
Gotcha. Make me a perception check.
Oh my god. So perception is one of the ones that I get double proficiency in. So now that I've but my proficiency bonus is bumped, I have a +8.
Oof. That's awesome.
All right. So 19.
You go down to the bureaucratic district, I guess. That's what we were out. Repairs on the guild hall are underway, but they're very slow because I mean it's it's fucking winter.
Yeah.
You kind of ask around. You're told that most bookstores are authorized to be notarers.
Oh. Okay. Well, I took an awfully long walk for very little need. We've got one down the way.
I didn't want to tell you that, but yeah. Milo's a notarer. He can notarize that for you.
Okay, perfect. So then I am gonna go talk to Milo at the Bookworm's Hoard.
Okay.
Notarer.
Notarer. Hello, Kier. How are you?
I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank you
Really?
for asking.
Oh, well, you look like death. So I just wanted to make sure. I don't know if you were sick or anything.
Not sick. No, I was dead, and that's why I'm feeling a lot better now.
I'm glad you're alive.
Thank you. So am I. But it got me thinking.
Yes.
It wasn't just me what died, but it was Theo also. And we both got resurrected, and there's no problem there. But it made me think, what happens to the Forge and Flagon if we're down several party members. And I was just thinking that perhaps it would be in our best interest to set up something like a tontine. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that our remaining party members are financially secured.
Okay. Do you have any? Is this something that you want the entire group to sign, or?
It will be, yeah. I just wanted to know. What I really wanted was to try and get the language hashed out, and then they'd only need to sign once and an initial on each page or something.
Yeah, of course. I can certainly help you write that up. You'd have to get everyone in here. You have to be present during all that.
All
But
right.
yeah, just bring everybody in, and we'll get taken care of.
Oh, perfect. That sounds great. And what would that service run me?
It will be just 1 gold piece.
Oh.
That's all I charge.
Perfect.
It
That sounds phenomenal.
it just pays for my license that I have to renew every year.
Certainly. And the cost of the parchment and the ink I wager also, yes.
That is separate,
Oh, all right.
but that's only a silver.
Okay. I can take care of that also. We should be within the 10-day. It's not a super pressing thing. I don't intend to go dying again tomorrow.
Well, you never know.
Right. Yeah. You're right.
Don't worry. I'll have everything. I'll have everything ready for you when you come in.
Fantastic. I appreciate that. Thank you
No-
very much, sir.
No problem.
Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Thanks.
He goes back to reading.
Yeah, I'll head on out.
Roundry.
I
What you doing for the last 15 minutes of the session?
First of all, I would like to go to Emmerich and Ovi, see if I could buy some raw materials off of them, some iron to make into steel.
Okay. You go into the Forge and Flagon, or not the Forge, the fucking Steam and Steel. There you go. Now as the temperature's gotten a little colder, you notice that Avi's hair looks almost frozen in place. He's got these like ice crystals going through his hair now. Hello, Brundry. How can I help you?
I wanted to see if I could purchase some raw materials, raw iron for me to fashion at a later date into whatever.
Of course. We don't get many shipments, or as many shipments, in the winter, so we will have to charge you a little bit more, if that's okay.
That's fine.
How much
do
iron
work
did you
here.
need?
Uh,
As you guys are talking, Embrick comes out of the back. Hello, Brundry.
oh, Emmerich. Hot as ever, I see. Sorry, bad joke.
I hear it a lot.
Right. I was just buying some raw materials, some raw metals for me to forge into something else later. I've got a couple projects I've got in mind that I'm going to work on.
Oh, well, we can spare some, right, honey? Yes, I think so.
Oh, you're too cute. Stop it. It's going to make me blush. Anyway, yes. So, how much would you say for? I don't know. Let's see what to make. Oh no, I'd say at least equal to a short sword's worth, a long sword's worth, and 2 daggers worth. Roughly, it's an estimate. I might have to come back for more.
You said a short sword and a long sword?
Yeah, short sword, long sword, 2 daggers, and it'd be a quarter cost of all of those.
Gotcha. With the markup, we'd probably say 20 gold pieces.
All right, I'll have to. Do you have it now, or would we'll have to wait for like a shipment or something?
No, we've got we purchased all of the material that we would need for the next couple 10 days.
All right.
But
I'll have to go dip into some of our funds back at the Forge and Flagon, but I'll be back with that because I am going to need those.
Okay.
Right.
We'll be here.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
And then on the way back, I'm gonna go stop by D&D, pay Daniel a little visit.
Okay. You do not see Prime, but you do see the other Daniels stocking shelves, cleaning up.
As soon as I go in, I go, Daniel, you magnificent bastard, where are ya?
I'm right here, dude. Yeah, I'm over here too. Hey, Brodry.
No, the Daniel, the one with the arm, and
Yeah, you hear him from the back. I'm coming. Hold on. What's up?
So that thing I asked you about the other day,
Mm-hmm.
about the Tinkers things.
Yeah.
I'm getting back into making firearms.
Oh. Oh man, I don't make money of those anymore, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Something I haven't delved into in quite a long time, but I think it's time I overcame my fears.
Hey, is that like some kind of arm made out of fire?
Gilgamesh comes from the back.
God fucking Christ!
Hey, I'm always watching you, Brindry,
Why me specifically?
because it's funny.
God, I am not very perceptive.
But is it like an arm that shoots fire?
Yes,
Because I was thinking about like having a dick that shot fire.
I know you've told me before, Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Make sure you're
you
still,
see, you see Daniel kind of push a couple buttons on his clockwork arm, and his hand disappears and becomes this almost cannon on his arm. I could definitely help with the firearms part.
Ba-doom-tsh.
Get it? It's firearm, but it's also my arm. You know?
Does it
I don't-
actually work?
I don't get it.
Does it? Huh?
Does it work?
Yeah.
Well, let me see it.
Well, I'm not gonna. Come here, and he leads you outside because he's not gonna fire at anything in his shop, and he points over to a barrel on the other side, kind of positions it, and fires a bullet out of his hand.
Oh.
You hear
Holy
a startled
shit.
squawk from down the street
You're like,
as Qir is returning from the bookworm's horde.
it is essentially just a firearm that's put in his arm. Leaves a nice bullet hole in the barrel that's now spewing water into the street, and you can kind of see it freeze as it's coming out of the barrel.
Will I be a naked mole rat's second removed uncle?
Is that a
That's
dwarf
right.
thing? Are you related to moles?
That's racist.
It was a joke, but yeah, it was a little bit of racism there. Anyway, what were you thinking about making?
Shotgun.
Oh,
A rifle and 2 pistols.
we could definitely do that. It's gonna take a while.
It might take you a while.
Ugh.
I'm a master of banging on metal, and he kind of elbows Daniel on the hip because he's short.
We'll get it knocked out, man.
I appreciate that. So how much do you think it would cost for the internal mechanisms for those?
Well, do you have the raw material?
I'm going to get that from Emric and Ovi. I just had to do a quick pop in the Forge and Flagon and do a little sucking up to Theo a little bit because he is our accountant. And I have no money.
Well, if you can get the raw materials, it's not going to cost you much for labor. 5 to 10 gold, depending on what you're asking, like per piece.
Per piece? Per firearm?
Yeah.
Right? Alright, we could do that. So
For the shotgun, I'd say it'd probably be 10. And then the other smaller pieces would be probably 5,
All right.
depending on how intricate you
Overall,
want it to be.
15, 25, 45 gold for it all.
That's with you providing materials, yeah.
Right. Okay. I think I could swing that. Do you think you could help me with it?
Oh yeah. I've the orders for items are pretty low right now, so we're just emptying our stock. So I've
Alright.
got no projects going right now. One of the
Janice-
Daniels is getting a little wacky in his brain, so I might have to reset him. But
Right. Jairus is good for a good many of things, banging metal, as it were, but more intricate, refined things, not so much. Much like the Daniels.
I gotcha.
There's nothing going on up there. He's just a construct.
I mean, so are they, but they've got a little. They're probably a little smarter. Not by much though.
Right. Right. I'm gonna go get some gold, get some raw materials, and I think we've got a date.
Sure. I don't swing that way though, but yeah.
You know what I meant, Daniel. You're not my type. You're too tall. And I'll head over to the Forge and Flagon.
One of the Daniels is like, "Man, boss, you're not very good with flirting, are you?" Shut up, and then he just like goes back into.